If you've ever seen a data center rack, you know the absolute nightmare of cables, a
Yeah.
different monitor, keyboard, and mouse for every single server. It's just a mess.
It's completely unsustainable.
Exactly. So today we're doing a deep dive into a piece of hardware that's really built to solve that exact problem. It's the NTI 32-port VGA USB KVM switch.
And our mission here is to really get into scale management. We want to show you how this one device can let a single person control up to 32 different computers.
From one keyboard, one mouse, one monitor.
Right? It's all about unpacking the engineering that makes that kind of consolidation not just possible, but, efficient.
Okay, so 32 ports, that's a massive reduction in clutter, and you
Well,
can tell it's for serious environments just by the price tag. We're talking over $4,000.
it's a serious investment for sure.
But the real question for me is, how does it work? How do you keep all 32 of those systems happy when you're only focused on one at a time?
Well, that's the core of the technology. It's all about constant reassurance. The device has these dedicated internal microprocessors,
Okay.
and their only job is to emulate the presence of a keyboard and mouse for every single computer. It's like a digital ghost sitting on each port.
So it's tricking the computers into thinking they're always connected.
It's tricking all 32 of them 100% of the time. That constant signal is what ensures every machine boots up without any keyboard not found errors. It's absolutely critical.
I see, that makes sense. So that solves the boot up problem, but what about mixing and matching systems? You know, in a big setup, you're never going to have 32 machines all running the same OS.
That's a huge challenge, and this is where the device really shines. NTI has this patented system they call True Auto Boot USB switching.
True auto boot.
Yeah, it's designed to handle that exact mix. You can have old Windows servers, various Linux distros, even specialized things like Solaris or Emacs, all plugged in and booting up at the same time without a single conflict.
And handles older stuff too, right? I saw something about PS2 support.
Absolutely. You can use a simple adapter, a USB PS2R, and connect legacy systems. Same for old SEN workstations. The idea is you don't have to throw out your old reliable gear just to modernize your control setup.
That cross-platform support is key. But let's talk performance. I mean, we're talking about a high-end solution here, but it's using VGA. Why not DisplayPort or HDMI?
That's a very sharp question. And the answer is really about universal compatibility.
Legacy support.
Exactly. A lot of enterprise and, frankly, defense environments run on servers that are incredibly stable, but old. They just don't have modern digital outputs. So VGA is the compromise that guarantees it'll work with pretty much anything.
Is the quality any good?
It's surprisingly good. You get crisp resolutions up to 2048 by 1536. The bandwidth is 150 megahertz, so it's more than enough for detailed server management. It's not for, 4K gaming.
Right. And in this kind of environment, reliability is probably more important than resolution anyway. So what are the metrics on that?
This is where that $4,000 price tag starts to make sense. The MTBF, that's mean time between failure, is quoted at 39,250 hours.
Wow, what is that in years?
That's nearly 4.5 years of continuous, non-stop operation. Yeah. And it's TAA compliant, which is a big deal.
So it meets the requirements for government sales.
That's right. It tells you exactly who this is built for.
I also saw it had different power options, like a DC converter. Why is that needed?
It's for places like telecom facilities. They often run on a 48-volt DC power standard for redundancy. This option lets the KVM tap into that ultra-stable power source so it stays on even if the main grid goes down.
So if we boil it all down for the person actually sitting in that control room, what's the big takeaway?
That this isn't just a simple switch. It's a strategic tool.
Right. It's about managing complexity. It takes this huge, sprawling problem and distills it down to a single point of control, all while ensuring everything just works. The booting, the visuals, everything.
And that actually brings up a really interesting final thought for you, the listener, to chew on.
Go on.
The device supports external USB hubs. So you're not just limited to one keyboard and one mouse. You could connect up to 8 different USB peripherals.
Okay.
So how does that level of peripheral expansion? Having a scanner, a security card reader, a drawing tablet, whatever you need, all accessible across 32 machines, how does that fundamentally change what we even mean by a single workstation in one of these mission-critical environments?